This is Cyclone with another Battleborn stream. Today is a little bit different. I am going to be trying to get into some matches, but I am going to be covering melee characters. Yes, the close range strikers of the cast. I have played some of them to full rank, others barely, but I have played all of them, and I've read up on all of them. And kind of just to give newer players a sense of what to do with a melee character, how to approach the melee part of the cast. You have a couple hybrid-like characters, a couple ranged only, and a couple melee only. Who you're looking at here is my main character, Shannon Aurochs. She is primarily a melee character, but she does have a boomerang attack, which is a projectile, and that is her secondary. But for all intent and purposes, I would call her a melee character because her primary source of damage and playstyle is close range. There are a couple differences with the melee characters in the cast. So there are two types primarily. There are 360-degree attackers and there are strike attackers. So the 360-degree attackers would be characters like Galilea, Wrath, Eldragon to a degree. But with these characters, you don't have to aim your attacks. They will cover the radius of the screen. So wherever your reticle is, you will have a much higher chance of hitting your target unless you are too far away from them. You will be able to hit your opponent to the left and the right of the reticle in a much more forgiving manner because the characters have a 360-degree strike pattern. Now, Wrath's is, he follows up with a 360-degree attack. He has a couple of basic strikes beforehand, but his aim is more forgiving than, for example, Phoebe, who requires much more aim with her attacks. Basically, it's almost like having to shoot at close range with the character. You have to hit the reticle onto the opponent to get the strike, or else it's a miss. But characters like Wrath are much more open hitbox, and they can damage even a couple of opponents at a time with his basic attack. So it's more of a 360-degree style of combat. For newer players, you're probably going to want to pick characters like Wrath or Dragon's a little bit complex, but I would say Galilea is actually a great character if you just want to learn what the melee range is like. She herself requires a little bit of understanding, complexity, knowing about her shield and defense options, how to escape danger, and how to use her shield throw, which are all skills that require her left hand. But her right hand, her sword, she is a very forgiving character, learning about melee range and also the rhythm of a melee auto attack. So these characters have what we call an auto combo, and it is a set series of melee attacks that you do by just holding down the attack button. Phoebe has a left trigger special attack called True Strike, and that is something she does after her primary melee combo, and then is a sweep attack. It's an extra, it moves her to the right or left depending on how you position the stick, but it acts as a secondary hit, and it's a different attack to the main combo and requires that you hit the left trigger instead of holding the right trigger. So she has two trigger attack types and requires that you aim her attacks as an aiming melee instead of a 360 degree. Shane, as I was saying, has a boomerang, so you use her primary attacks up close. You can use her quick melee up close as one of my favorite tools as well. And then her boomerangs you can use for characters running away or to just do some sustained range damage as you're waiting for your shield to recharge or waiting for a setup from your teammate. Boomerangs can also be used by Shane depending on the skill tree. You can increase the damage and effectiveness of just her boomerangs if you want to go a little bit more for a ranged Shane build, which is a possibility. I have used that build in the past. I just prefer the up close in your face style. That's just how I like to play her. Atticus is a great character to start out with. If you're going into melee attacks, while he does require learning how to aim punches, his high health allows for mistakes more forgivingly than a character like Phoebe, for example. So Atticus can tank a little bit more damage. He's a big guy, big hands, and learning the rhythm of his attacks and the punches will... I would recommend Atticus as a starting point. He also has an easy-to-use escape option called Leap, and it's very intuitive. Once you get it down after a little bit of practice, you'll know how to leap away from enemies. And Leap is it's a useful skill to get away. Almost all the melee characters have some sort of crowd control, we like to call it, a way to get away from danger. Atticus has a leap. It's called Pounce, and he leaps away from people and can get out of danger. He can leap over walls and higher terrain. Shane has Stealth Strike and Fetch, both of which can actually be used defensively. So she has a lot of defensive and escape options as a stealth striker. So, you know, she has that Stealth Strike ability. She can get out of danger or initiate with it. It's a very versatile tool. You have Phoebe's Phase Gate, which requires, once again, it requires good aim so that you don't phase gate into a wall or even closer to an enemy. You got to make sure you phase gate in a clear opening. Make sure you know your exit strategy to get out of danger with her. But she can increase her speed with it on the skill tree, so there are escape options with Phoebe. A character like Caldarius, who I do not recommend for beginner play. Caldarius is one of the hardest characters in the game to play at a high level, but he does have a melee option on the left trigger. It's a sword attack. You can use this up close once you close the distance, but basically, once you use Gravitic Burst, for example, that will be a dash towards an opponent, you can then start using your melee strikes on somebody if you'd like. So he does have melee, but you would consider Caldarius more of a ranged character with a secondary melee. Just like Shane is a melee character with a secondary ranged attack. Pendles is a character that you could understand as a beginner, but you do need to understand his stealth mechanic. It's a completely unique thing in the game. And also his slow mobility after being visible will make you quite vulnerable. So you need to learn how to use his stealth appropriately. His melee strikes also require aim, but they're a little bit more forgiving because they are horizontal. But they still do require aim. Melka, pardon me, Melka is actually a hybrid melee character as well. She is a ranged attacker with tons of mobility and escape options, but a lot of her gameplay can be up close and personal with her melee strikes, and because of her evasiveness and regen potential, she can actually be considered a melee hybrid. So she has, again, it is an aimed strike, but they are very large attacks, and they're a little bit more forgiving than Phoebe's, for example. So she might also be a good character to learn how to use melee with, but I wouldn't recommend her, starting out. I would recommend a character like Atticus over Melka first. Kelvin is also a melee character, but he is not offensive. He is defensive. So his melee strikes, while they do require aim, he also has a secondary strike which pounds the ground and hits everything around it. And that is a much more forgiving option. And once again, I'd say Kelvin is a good way to learn about melee timing and rhythm, but he is a very complex character at first, so I would not recommend him. He is a setup master. His sublimate can stun the whole team if you do it right. So I would recommend you wait on Kelvin a little bit later on in your Battleborn career, or after you've watched some footage with him. But his chomp and melee strikes are really cool tools. I would just say to hold off on learning him right away. Then you have Deandy. Deandy you have to aim with her attacks as well, but she has a ranged attack, and kind of like Shane, she's a melee primary, ranged secondary. But her ranged attack can actually do some decent damage, and can attack 2 enemies at once if you do it correctly, which is, it kind of splits off into 2 directions. Deandy's a very advanced character. I would not recommend you start out with Deandy. Boulder is also a melee character. Very powerful character and hard to kill. You have to aim with his attacks, and they're very slow. But his high threshold to damage, and his ability to use a shield will give you a lot of opportunity to practice using melee strikes in this game and learning about range and timing. Plus, his slow offense requires a little bit of dedication to hit properly, and also the use of his quick melee strike. So Boulder is, he's a decent pick actually if you want to learn about the game because of his ability to stay alive. But he's not the strongest melee striker. He's more of a defensive tank that can take a ton of damage, and he can use a lot of stun setups. So that's kind of Boulder's deal. I already went over Wrath. He is a more forgiving character with his 360-degree strikes. You don't have to aim as precisely with him, but he does require a lot of knowledge about, first of all, when to engage versus when not to, using distance and setup with his abilities. You don't want to just run in with Wrath because of his low health pool. You want to make sure your opponent is ready to be hit. So using his catalytic smash and crossblade are very important with this character for setup. Then you can go in and finish them off. And Dragon, I don't recommend Dragon for beginner play because he requires a lot of understanding about, first of all, his helixes, but also basically just about when to engage versus when not to, because he can be overwhelmed pretty easily at early game. So you may want to practice a little bit more with a character like Atticus, as I was saying, to kind of get a feel for melee attacks and the role of a melee character in this game. So I believe that covers all the mostly melee characters. The hardest melee character is probably Phoebe in terms of just simply hitting your attacks. And the easiest is probably Wrath. Galilea is actually by far the easiest with her 360-degree motion. You're not going to miss your attacks. You're going to hit everybody, but they don't do a lot of damage. She's more of a tank and setup character, but again, might be nice to use her and figure out what it feels like to play a melee character. All right, so let's get into some gameplay. And so, by the way, if you're on the stream, I'm sorry, I don't have comments enabled. Let me see if I can actually go do that. Hang on. Let me see. A second. All right, there we go. Oh, yeah, man. I've had bronchitis over the past few weeks, so I'll try to get. I did do a short video for that last chapter. I'll try to upload it later this week. But we're gonna go over some melee characters, and again, this stream is gonna be used primarily for more of a tutorial purpose. But I am gonna play and just kind of talk about what I'm doing for newer players. I think I'll start with Shane because that's my main character and explain what it's kind of like using melee characters from her perspective. But then I'm going to transition to Phoebe and show you the difference and how that's kind of, you know, a whole different can of worms with how you use Phoebe's attacks. And then I may do some Atticus as well because, you know, he's just a big brute and it's kind of fun to watch him. So I think those are 3 characters I'll use for the purpose of this video. And we have a leaving team, which is nice. I would love this video to be under an hour long if possible, but I doubt it. They're probably going to disconnect. Yep. Oh, man. Come on, Gearbox server. Let's go. Now, if you're playing this game for the first time, melee characters are going to be... I'd say they're a little bit harder to pick up because of all the stuff going on the screen and all the different minions and enemies, and you have to be up close and personal. Ranged characters have the luxury of you know, waiting on top of walls, farther back behind their minion wave, and they can kind of damage you from afar. The trick is getting to them and taking them out. Knowing when you can do that and setting things up. Like good Wrath players, they're going to knock you silly. They're going to knock you up into the air from behind, and then you're going to be helpless as they come in with their ultimate attack, and then another character comes in with their ultimate attack. That's kind of what Wrath will do. Shane can stun people, slow them down, pull them, and she can be a real nuisance beyond just her melee ability. And then you have Atticus. My goodness, Boyd, his damage and his charged up strike, which I'll show you as well today, but he does have a secondary strike, which requires a little bit of practice to hit. But that charged up punch can really close off some kills that are trying to get away from you. So So, you know, let's just hope for a match. If you're on the recording of this broadcast, you can skip ahead to when the match starts. Oh boy, do I really have to play these people so early in the day? I guess I do. We're starting out with a. Oh my God, are you serious? I'm so done right now. Who the hell left? Somebody just got the hell out of there. Maybe it'll fail the matchmaking and we can leave this lobby and try again. Maybe. Maybe it'll fail. Maybe it'll fail. And we can get out of here. Oh, come on. Man, this is brutal. Yeah. Oh, it's gonna make us do this again? This is... What? We'll try to get a match in, guys. We will try. Can we just load it so we can get out of here? Is it going to do this again to us where it just continues to put us into a loop? I think it is. I think it's going to put us in this... Oh, nope, there we go. Nope, 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 nope. So we're not going to have a match this round because someone left on our team. Are you serious? It's actually giving us the... Wow, that's some... Wow, it's actually processing the match. So we're going to get destroyed here unless the other teammate decides to join us. But we are actually stuck in this match on a 4v5, which is absolutely typical of... you know, when you want to play and show people a match, it then gives you this crap. So we are going... We are going high deeps. No F's given. You know, no crap given here. I mean, this is like everything we could possibly try to do. Maybe it'll fail at the matchmaking screen itself, but we might be stuck in a 4v5. Boulder. That is a absolutely dirty comp to have to go against. I hate drop players. I can't stand it. It's like it takes 10 minutes to start a game. Once you play, it's a great time, usually. But you gotta wait and wait and wait. It's on, guys, a 4v5 against some good players, too. Well, I'll swallow my pride and get my ass handed to me. So let's go over, if you're playing a Shane and Aurochs, first decision you need to make is to go with Welcome Committee. That is basically required because it's such a good tool to get out of danger. And you're a big target with Shane. I mean, Aurochs is huge. You take a look here. It's like big target, right? So you don't want to... That overshield's going to save your ass. Because when you use the fetch ability, it's going to basically give you that overshield. So it's very important. So we're at a 4v5 against good players, and we're not going to win this probably, but again, we're just here to kind of discuss what you do in different melee character shoes and how you play melee. So Shane has normal speed unless you use Stealth Strike, and then you get a little bit of a boost. If you use, I'll show you later, a skill that gives her a movement speed boost. When you lose Aurochs, you lose your shield, sorry, you actually get a speed boost. See, I did quick melee there to isolate my target. Well, there we go, guys. As you just saw there, I isolated the threat, and I'm going to die, but that's okay. The old ways are still, and we all... See, this is when you're going to taunt with a 5v4 advantage. It's just silly. But I play with these guys a lot, so I know their shenanigans. So, maybe they know I'm streaming. I don't know. But anyway, as you saw there, Sorry, I'm still recovering from a cough. My apologies. So as you saw before, I basically punched the mic into the wall, and I kind of sandwiched him there. That's one thing I love to do with Shane, because she has a nice range. So I used Stealth Strike to get out of that situation there. I'm going to get that overshield, and I'm going to build that turret.
A sentry is under fire.
And I'm using my boomerangs here because I can't engage right now. And there's a Mike. Mike is right there. Boulder keeps missing though. At the end. Okay. My shield is gone. I need to run away because I can't survive. My shield gives me damage reduction. So if I see that blue bar up there, that shield go down, I can't engage nearly as effectively. So I got to run away from those situations. Boulder's down. Now, with the second ability, I might die here. I don't know. I might not. So, normally, I'm going to go with the left slow down, 100% slow, which is very important for setup, so that, you know, more offensive heavy characters can get those kills. I am going to use this bot because there's no point in even trying to go for gear this match. And so with that, I can use the Stealth Strike where I go invisible, this skill right here, and try to set them up. Come on, Ben, actually 2 hits. Oh, and Amber's going to save his ass. All right, I'm out of there.
Oh, not good, not good.
With a 5th team member, we could be doing some more. Oh, the surrender didn't show up. Sometimes that doesn't happen, where it doesn't show up on our screens, because Gearbox wants us to suffer. It's a weird thing. I don't know why it does that. I think it's the server. Or it's... Anyway. Anyhow. Mike is actually getting a little bit careless here. So close, and yet so far away. So you see what I'm doing here? I'm just kind of waiting for one enemy to break away from the formation and try to take him out. Push him around, separate him even more from the group of players, and try to slow them down, my Stealth Strike, and get the kill. And now we have minions, which is nice. We can't really do much with this matchmaking setup. If I had more gear, I might have been able to do something there. But I hope this gameplay is just helping newer players or people not familiar with some of the melee cast members on what to do. And just Shane in particular is kind of a... Oh, this Umber is... Alright, I'm getting out of there. See the overshield I just gave myself? When I did that fetch, that saved me from some extra damage. And right there, I almost died from a rocket. From that annoying bird, Benedict. Oh, there it is. So, we were down a player, unfortunately. But, that kind of gives you a showcase. I don't just want to run into a group of people and start punching them in the face, because I'm going to die. I have to wait for that one character to break off and try to take them out isolated. And that's kind of the deal with melee characters. You need to pick your battles. That wasn't a great example given our matchmaking situation, but I hope it kind of demonstrated a little bit of the flow and what to do But I'm going to switch it up, and I'm going to go to Phoebe next, who I haven't played Phoebe in a little while, but I will quickly get warmed up there. Phoebe is more advanced. She requires a lot of aim on her strikes and a lot of good reading. She doesn't have as much tankiness as Shane and Oryx, although she does have some defensive options, which I like using. She does a lot more damage than Shane does as a trade-off, so you can destroy people with Phoebe. Very high DPS on her basic attacks. Also, her ultimate is an AoE attack, and you have to get basically into the enemy's faces to use it, but it does a good amount of damage as well. But I would make sure that you have your teleport, your phase gate, on hand before you use it. So I wouldn't phase gate into a situation where you use it all the time, but I would try to run in, maybe behind them, pop your ultimate, and then you can phase gate out of there. That's a way to just get out of danger with Phoebe. And I'll try to show you that. Hopefully the matchmaking is more forgiving this time. Oh no, it's well, it looks like Anne left. No, these are different people. Looks like it's Echelon Day. Our favorite day of the week is Echelon Day. So now we're going to go with Phoebe and show you a little bit of a different type of melee character. Give me a little bit of time to warm up with her. I'll get back into it. She actually also has a ranged skill, not an attack, so it is a skill, but it can be used almost like a melee attack. And I'll show you how to do that as well. It does a lot of damage up close if you do it right. So, where's our favorite swords girl? There she is. Okay. Phoebe. What do I usually use with Phoebe? I usually use this one? I think I usually use this one. Yes, I usually use that one. Okay. So, the first, as you see here, the first ability is Phase Gate. It's a ranged teleport ability, and it's very important. Very important skill for Phoebe. You have to get out of danger with this ability. Blade Rush is the ranged attack I was talking about. It's a skill that she has. And you can actually upgrade it to have explosives on it. If you use that up close while you're striking someone with melee, it's actually a good way to get damage close range. So you can kind of use it that way, or use it further out on somebody trying to run away. Blade Cascade is that ultimate I was talking about, where again, you want to make sure you have Phase Gate on hand. You don't want to just Phase Gate into Blade Cascade. You want a Blade Cascade and then Phase Gate away if necessary. And then True Strike is her additional melee attack that I was discussing earlier. And that's a completely separate attack to her main melee combo, requiring a left trigger. And it's a different type of attack. Some of her skill tree actually is procced based on using it. So let's show you some Phoebe gameplay. So with this one, you can go either way. Phoebe has one of the best balanced trees in the game, in my opinion. She has a lot of great options. I usually go with the left. This is a great survivability upgrade, because every time you use that teleport, you're going to have this big boost of speed, and that's really important getting away. So Phoebe has, this is a primary combo. I'm just holding down right trigger, and then left trigger, is a additional attack. And that's what it looks like.
Prepare for assault.
As you see here, Phoebe moves a little bit forward or back, whatever direction I'm holding when I use that ability. So you can go sideways, backwards, or forwards with it. This is Phase Gate. It's that ranged teleport ability. Okay, so I don't have really any play up on the bridge. That Isaac is a big problem for me. Get some more shards and just, you know, look at the map. I see Ernest trying to set up in the back there. I got my syringe, which is important. I want to have that early game because that health regen will help me survive. And then let's see what I got here. I got some minions I can clear out early on. So we're going to clear out minions in the back while they're busy trying to hold the bridge. Oh! This should be a dead Isaac here. Yes, it is. Okay, so as you saw there, I saw he had low health. I said, I can take this kill. I used Phase Gate because I felt it was safe. Although this is a little bit of a... I don't know what the Miko's doing. What are you doing, bro? Get out of there! Oh, goodness. No, no, no. Don't do what that Miko did. You don't want to be a melee character with Miko. Bad idea. I'm going to reposition. Our team needs some... Oh, well, that's the end of that marquee. He got carried away on the bridge. Didn't realize that an ambush could be coming. So here, I also usually go left. Shield Resonator. As you see there, another buff to my Phase Gate and my survivability. And ow! That wasn't fun. I'll let you get that, bro. That's fine. I don't feel like it's a safe play. The nice use of the accelerator there. So, oh, you know what? No, I'm getting the hell out of there. See that boost of speed I have? Because I went on left on the first choice. Now I'm out of danger and I can reposition. Okay, so minions are coming and Isaac is a problem. That big guy with the shield is a big, big threat to me. So I don't want to be caught up there too much. I'm going to go get more shards and get some more gear so I can improve my survivability a little bit.
A sentry has engaged the enemy. Defend it.
So again, I haven't been pushing too hard. That guy is annoying. All right, good. So I'm going to go with this one for more survivability, actually, because our team is getting a little bit overwhelmed, and I need to exist on the field for longer periods of time. Okay, so the damage has been kept to a minimum, but we got to get them out of here. There was my Blade Rush up close. Did you see? I have to kind of aim my sword, and every time I use a
sentry is under attack.
Get out, run away, and let my shield recharge. I saw my health at a certain point. I was like, no, I can't stay anymore. Ooh, 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 ooh. Nice use of your bubble. And Marquis got away. Typical. Our team is a little bit... the Miko is very new at this game, so we don't really have a healer, which is a problem. Oh, yep, he's just running up to his death. Don't play like that, Miko, if possible.
A friendly sentry is under attack.
I don't think he's healed us once. I think he just run up with his melee ranged attack, trying to throw knives at people the whole match. I'm gonna go with damage here on my basic attacks because she's quite powerful, and I'm gonna use that.
Thrall mercenaries deployed.
Okay. No. Center lane. We want center lane. And for now, I'm gonna focus more on minions than on opponents, because again, those minions destroy the sentry. Just patience.
Outcast thralls detected.
No reason to go crazy.
I see one.
More shards. Our teammates down, so I definitely want shards. All right, so we have all of our gear. All right. This guy's a possible target. Yeah, he is a target. There we go. So you see that? I was just waiting for it. I was like, who has low health? And let me chase them down. But now I face a problem where I can buy this and run away. And there you go. Now you kind of see how I timed all of those events. I got shards so I could build that accelerator in case I needed it. I saw that Marquis was low on health and made sure I had phase gate to engage him. And our Miko is trying to throw knives at the enemy sentry, which is the last thing he should be doing. That's another dead enemy right there. And that's very good. So now I'm going to go with the left here where they explode. So when I throw my knives, it's now going to cause an explosion, which does additional damage and area damage. So which is a nice little buff for them. Let's build this while we're at it, in case I need to run away and get some health back. Oh, get rid of that egg. Alright, I don't feel like that's a good situation without allies. We need some minion clearing. Alright, I'm going away right now. Let's... okay. Oh, Ernest has been absolutely on fire with those detonations. He's been all over me. Okay, oh, that egg is a problem. And Melka's coming in, I gotta run away from Melka, because Melka does a lot of sustain damage, and she, like, prevents your shield from recharging. Oh, gosh! Whew! Without our healer, that Miko is useless, unfortunately, so without that heal ability on us, I can't be as aggressive. I gotta run away from stuff. Like, I can't really do much right now. Oh, goodness. Oh, the sentry's sandwiching me. So I don't want that.
A sentry is under fire.
I am playing Phoebe. She is a duelist with these rapiers, and she has a teleport, and she can throw her swords as a ranged ability as well, which is... that Ernest has been the key to their team right now. And our Miko is causing a lot of problems for us. So she can throw her swords like this. And I've upgraded them so they explode when they hit people. That's kind of Phoebe's deal. But she does a lot of damage up close. And they have the thralls coming. Oh, great. We're not going to win this match either, but let me go get a thrall because it's hopeless. Our Miko is a feeder, which means that they're going 0-7. They're just giving our opponents experience and doing nothing for us. So, Phoebe is good at getting thralls. As you see here, I'm doing a nice amount of damage to our thrall. Now I can summon it.
This is farewell, I'm afraid.
An ally hired some thrall mercenaries.
Okay. Well, we're trying with what we have available to us, which isn't much. If I can get rid of that shepherd, that'd be helpful. Oh, it looks like our thrall is distracting them. That's good. I got my ultimate, so that's nice. Now with this, I'm going to go with Blade Sweep, because Blade Sweep is good at getting rid of crowds of minions. And it's over.
Enemy forces have destroyed a sentry.
So, not a good team, unfortunately. Ooh. Oh boy. Yeah, see that? It's not good. But we played just fine, and I was just showing you that with Phoebe, she does a ton of damage, but she also can't take a ton of damage and is susceptible to getting stunned and slowed down. So you want to keep that teleport on hand if you're ever going to engage. You want to have that teleport activated so you don't just go in and have no escape option. So you saw me do that a couple times where I got the hell out of there. So yeah, what gaming channels? Not a great team. We're gonna try and refresh the matchmaking. Yeah, they left. So this is Phoebe, as you were asking. I can show you a little bit more of detail with Phoebe, if you'd like. She's a little bit more advanced, as she's not. Her melee strikes require some practice. You got to aim them, almost like little short range shooting attacks. Or you got to aim the reticle on people, and but she has some awesome options for survivability on the left side. All the blue options there. You see there. Look at all these buffs to defense that you can go with if you feel like it. I sometimes go with shield stabilizers on the left here instead of the damage. But yeah, she's great. She's a lot of fun and very strong. In the right hands, and if you practice her, she's a really good asset to any team. Oh, you play Injustice. Okay. Well, yeah, this is a hero shooter like Overwatch, but it's more technical, and it's not as fast paced. It's a lot more. It's a little bit more strategic, and it's based on kind of setting up people for the kill instead of just getting the kill. So it's a really fun game, but be prepared for some slow matchmaking. Matchmaking takes some time to get a match, but then you can get a match that lasts 30 minutes. So that's the trade-off. And you can actually get it for free to play multiplayer only. There's a version of the game out there that you only get multiplayer, but it's totally free, and you get 5 free characters a week to try from the roster. So that gives you a good chunk of characters, and again, that's all free. Now, you do need some gear in this game to have an advantage online, but it's not required to just get in and start playing. Some water, I'll be right back. Sorry about that. I still have this really annoying cough. Thanks, Wrestling Tubes. I appreciate it. I just do this for a hobby, and I'm glad that you like the videos that I post. That's great. Thank you so much for watching. And yeah, the high time to kill is definitely something that I enjoy also because, first of all, there's a lot of ways to get out of it if you're getting attacked. So it can really lead to some very stressful escapes. That, I mean, I've had like these 60-second confrontations where it's me and one guy, and we're just fighting on the edge, and it takes like all the time in the world, but one of us comes out on top, and it's really stressful. You don't get that in a game like Overwatch because the kills are so quick. You know, that's just a Twitch shooter. This is a long-term. It's almost like a strategy shooter. It's more strategic and long-term. And running away is a great strategy in this game, actually. It's not something that's cowardly. The whole point is to stay alive as long as possible so you can build things, destroy minions, and be useful for your team. So I was also going to show Atticus as well as another melee character. So I've shown Shane and Phoebe, and now I'm going to show Atticus. Daddicus. Oh, did I quit YouTube? No, I changed the direction of the channel. I started this channel actually in high school. It's been a long time. This is literally just a side hobby. Man, it's been 10 years. That's crazy. But I did like more anime content, like Dragon Ball. I was big into Dragon Ball in high school. So I did like some Dragon Ball content and stuff. And then I transitioned over to gaming primarily. Smash Brothers, you see my name, and now Battleborn. By the way, if the Smash Brothers for Switch comes out and there's a lot of new stuff in it, I will be buying a Switch and I will be playing it. And it'll probably take up the rest of my gaming time. Once this game goes offline, I will probably transition over to Smash Brothers for the Switch. If it's what I'm hoping for, I'm very hopeful it's going to be great. And I also assume that the Switch has a much better broadcast feature than the Wii U did. The Wii U was terrible. Like, I couldn't do live streams on the Wii U. I love having this live stream button here. It's amazing. Let's see how long matchmaking takes. Hopefully we can get something under 3 minutes. That'd be great. Yeah, we're approaching the hour mark after this match, which is fine. That's good. So I'll show you Atticus as well while we're waiting. Atticus is a huge character. He's a big, slow brawler. Look at this guy. Massive, right? What am I doing? But he has some abilities where, first of all, he increases his damage by using his hedronic arc. It basically electrifies all of his attacks, and they can start shocking people he hits. And then it does like a damage over time effect. And then he has the pounce ability where he just leaps through the air. And that's really a way to get out of danger more than anything else. If you're confident in the kill, you can go for a pounce kill, but it's a rarer instance. I usually use pounce to get away from danger. I don't usually use pounce to initiate. But he has a lot of ways to increase his health regen and just being a tank, a big brute. But at the same time, he's a big target, so you're going to get hit a lot with him. So that's the trade-off. His ultimate is devastating. It's this huge just thing where he smashes the ground and releases all these shockwaves. Hedronic eruption, which is just, it's awesome. Just hits all the... You can hit like the whole team and get a multi-kill with it. It's just crazy. But yeah, Atticus is a good character to start out as if you want to just feel what playing a melee is like. Because of his, you know, he's tanky, so you can keep punching for a longer time. It gives you some room to play around with him a little bit more. But that's not to say he's easy to use. He actually, if you're at high level, he's actually quite difficult, and he's not... He really requires the right teammates to be well, like Beatrix and Miko. These are characters that are very good supports for Atticus. All right, what do we got here? We don't have Incursion. That's fine. I can play. Even though it's not preferred, I can still play Atticus here. It's his pounce is a little bit trickier to use on Meltdown. It gets caught on walls and the ceilings and stuff like that, and so. But I'll manage. We're gonna get who are we playing with? I don't know any of these people. I don't think I know these players. Atticus. It's been a while since I played Atticus. He was one of the first characters I actually tried using. And I sucked with him at first, because I was still learning the game, honestly, back then. But I've gotten a lot better since then. Okay. What am I doing here? What do I use with this guy? Trying to remember. Do I even have a build for him left? I mean, I could go with this one. That would be fine. I mean, yeah, I can go with this one too, actually. Yeah, I'll go with the elite one as well. Yeah, I think that's, I could do this one. Oh, I could do this one too. There are a bunch of things I could do with Atticus. Yeah, that's fine. That'll work for the purpose of this. All right, big boy Atticus is back. Toby's a problem. Toby is not a nice opponent for Atticus. Pendles can be an annoying. Oh, Pendles can be a lot of fun, but he also it's in. I'll explain Pendles after this match. I could play some Pendles for you too. Let's do a Pendles after this. I usually go with Hedronic Siphoning. So what happens is when I use Atticus, I press right trigger. That's his Hedronic Arc. Now all of my attacks do this electric arc, and it kind of shocks people. Pounce is his... I'll show you Pounce when I leave the building.
2, 1. Begin. Friendly minions moving to position.
So that was his quick melee, and you can use it while running to get a boost. See that? His Pounce is a ranged escape option like that, but you can use it to damage people too. His left trigger is a charged punch. It's a big punch. I'll just show you. It does additional damage. There's Toby, so let me get the hell out of here. That was Pounce. Oh, I got stuck on the geometry. There we go. That Pendles got carried away. Don't do what that Pendles did. And let me get out of here because Toby's on my butt. And I'm out of danger again. So I didn't really have a teammate helping me out there, so I had to get away. What I really need is gear. I want to get rid of this thing right here, the Shepherd bot. I want to get rid of this thing. It's a lot of points. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. All right. All right, good. We have some health regen. Oh, this guy doesn't know what he's doing. I'm gonna do shield recharge with that. That Pendles needs to learn what to do. That was a bad play. He didn't know that there was a health station there. Oh, this is where Doomfist came from. Yeah, pretty much. Minions, let's get rid of some of them, because they're the ones that give points to the enemy team. Meltdown is all about minion control. Oh, there you go. Thank you. Nice work. Let's see. I usually go with, I'll go with Return to Health. I missed! I'm getting the hell out of there. This Pendles doesn't know how to play, unfortunately. Let's hit the crit spot here. And run away. Yeah, Lonnie's annoying. I can't do anything alone against Lonnie because of all of her CC abilities. Unless I can pounce in and get something with a Benedict combo. Alright, let's go with the health regen as well here. Boom, double health regen, that's nice. And, well, that took a chunk out of her health. But she'll get it right back as a healer. She's chasing me? What is she, crazy? Do you know who you're fighting? Come on. I'm not dumb enough to use my mobility skill on you. But I am going to get out of here. In case somebody else follows you. Alright, the other side needs some help, I guess. We're not going to win this match, but... Well, I shouldn't say that. We have a chance. Just the other side's really struggling here. So you see the electric shock I was using there? I actually was revealing that Oscar Mike, his cloaking didn't work because the electricity was going around him. So some characters can do that. Oh, Toby's setting up. That's why they're struggling. They can't get by Toby. Okay, that is a problem. Oh, goodness gracious. Save your skills for those situations to get out of there. Oscar Mike does a lot of damage, and I would have been in trouble there if I waited too long. Unfortunately, they have that side on lockdown. There's not much else I can do because they're not doing their jobs here. They keep dying. Again, I don't know who these players are I'm with. I don't know their ranks. I didn't even check, but...
Minrek is pleased with our enemies.
This is all for fun. Alright, you see that? What I have now... This is a boost where I can actually make this attack more powerful. And I fucking missed it! Oh, I missed it! Oh, I'm salty, man. Oh, I am so salty right now. Ah, I bring shame. I bring absolute shame. Oh god, they keep dying. It is more than over. It was over before it began, unfortunately. Alright, so there's that.
Let's get to know one another.
I have to train. Stop this wave. There's nothing else I can do. No. Yeah, there's nothing I can do, guys.
No price for the weak.
Yeah, they're all newbies. I am. I'm getting the fuck out. So again, Atticus has a running... You can run with this thing and charge it up. And miss like I keep missing with it. Again, I'm a little rusty with Atticus, so my apologies. Keep missing this friggin' attack. This is where I usually go weakened, actually. Borderlands. Oh my god, I played the hell out of both Borderlands games, man. That's a huge reason why I even play this game. I played Borderlands. Oh yeah.
Fair warning, this may melt.
That Pendles is clueless. Oh, you can. You have to do it when the match has officially started, though. You can go here and do this. They're not even that high ranked, but they're a lot better than our team is.
Awfully brave for a death feather. Getting stormy out it.
Gonna drown you!
Yeah, I knew you were going to do that.
Hostile giant minion en route to the enemy altar. We're falling behind. Sacrifice minions or Minrek will surely kill us.
Oh, no, 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 no. A combo! See how I use that pounce to get the hell out of there? That's why, again, it's mostly an escape option. I don't want to use it to engage. I'm going to taunt that one. Boo! That's Atticus' taunt right there. Alright, now, Hadronic regenerator. Now you see those bars on the right side that are highlighted blue? That represents my claw arm being activated. The more bars I have of that, the more health I now regenerate because I picked that option. The collector, if it's full, gives me a lot of health regen. So as long as I don't waste those charges, I will have a ton of health regen.
Be advised, this is going to be cool as hell.
The enemy has deployed a giant minion. Destroy it.
See, look, I can tank their offense for days. See my health? It's just not going anywhere. Although eventually I'll have to get out of here. I'll still survive this, and now I can get the fuck out. So that's Hadronic Regenerator. Now I have to build up the stacks again. I have my ultimate, which is nice.
The finale is about to begin.
Discharging! Get in close! I can take it!
The enemy team has earned a large advantage. The finale has begun. Ultra minions have spawned.
Friggin' Toby! Oh my god, Toby!
Make it rain!
Oh, I got stuck on the wall! I'm stuck on the wall! Of course! Gearbox! Darn it! Smooth out your walls, Gearbox!
I think it belongs to me.
Oh, I got caught! And I'm dead. Oh!
Back your kill streak.
Oh!
Incoming airstrike!
Well, as you guys see here, there's nothing I can do with the team like this, unfortunately, so... but yeah. That's Atticus. Save your pounce, get out of there. Don't jump in with pounce, get out with pounce. Use his Hadronic regeneration. I believe it's the 5th level. That is really good for his defense and survivability, so you can keep punching for longer. Oh, MVP up in here, Koderick. What's up, bro? I decided to do a different type of video today, a little bit more of a descriptive overview of melee characters. So I just played the 3 that I'm best with. But who am I going to try now? I don't really play... Oh, Galilea. I can play Galilea next. To show a character, it's a little... the melee is a little bit easier to use, but she does a lot less damage. So Atticus, punch people in the face. That's what Atticus is all about. Smash, smash, smash. And then jump away as quickly as you can. But Galilea is totally different. She's lower damage. Her strikes are easier to hit with, but she's more of a CC tank that protects your team and also sets up kills. So that's what Galilea is all about. I'll play some Galilea. I'm going to close off with Galilea here, and then that will be it. That'll be a video for today. You know, Koderick is one of my dudes. He's a great player, an amazing Isaac. Yeah, man, good to see you. Let's hope for a better team this time. No. The matchmaking has not been nice to me today. I've been playing fine. My teammates have all been going like 1-9. Not good players on right now for me. But again, this is more of an overview for newer players as well. So I'm just here to play different characters and kind of talk about them during the match. Yo, man, if you ever stream, you should do an Isaac overview. I mean, I think people would love that. That's because I think he's a character that newer players might just not understand at all, or he looks cool, but then he's really hard to play with. He's a beast. Also, matchmaking has been iffy on how fast it's been today, which is not very fast at all. All right, let's review Galileo while we're waiting. Give us something to do, I guess. All right, as I was saying, Galilea is a tank. First and foremost, she is there to absorb damage. She is also there to weaken opponents. And also, she's pretty good at minion clearing, too, because of her 360-degree attack pattern. It attacks everything in her path. So you're doing, like, basically area damage with her melee attack to especially minion waves. So she's really good for minion clearing and debuffing opponents. You can stun people with her, and she can block damage and is very tanky. So that's really what Galilea does. I can give you a sense of her helixes. You know, she has some great options. But for level 1, I usually go with Calamity. Calamity is a wound debuff, very important in the meta for reducing healing. Vortex was nerfed into the ground, and it's a much shorter range. It's not worth it. Seriously, Calamity is more useful in my practice. So I usually go with Calamity to wound enemies and make sure they're not getting good heals. And then I usually go with Mark of the Feeble. Again, I have an additional wound now when I throw my shield at somebody, and that just adds damage and reduces healing. So I'm kind of a debuff pathway for me here. But again, there are a lot of good choices with Galilea that kind of change how she plays, and you can kind of go several different options with her. All right, we're having a match, maybe? All right, and no incursion. Oh, we're... who are the... Lazy Pie? I think I know Lazy Pie. Colin Vista? I think I've seen him as well. Okay, Galilea on Meltdown is pretty good, actually. We can destroy the minion wave. All right. So this will be the last character I'm going to show you today, but what I hope I've done in this video is shown, you know, ways to play a melee character and also the different styles of melee character. So Galilea, as I was saying before, she has one of the most basic and approachable melee attacks in the game. It's just a 360-degree... Well, sorry, it is 360, or at least it's 180. I'm actually forgetting which one it is. But she doesn't require aiming, per se. She just requires distance. So, all right. And then I usually go... Why would you do this one down here? Yeah, this one down here. I should name it something. These are her skills to give you a sense of what she does. Shield throw will stun people. It takes a little bit of practice to get shield throw down, and I still miss shield throw as well. So it's one of the harder projectile skills, I think, to hit in the game. It requires some good precision. Desecrate is her AoE buff, and it also can debuff enemies. So it's a nice AoE skill. Abyssal Form is her escape. Well, I'm sorry. It's basically her status buff. She kind of gains this dark form, and it kind of gives her an AoE around her for additional damage, and she takes reduced damage and has health regen during it. So Galley is a character where the more damage you take and the more involved you get, the stronger you become until you get corrupted. You know, and then corruption is basically makes that's a ring around her, and that kind of again increases her damage slowly but surely. Her base damage is not good, but her buffed AoE can do some additional damage just enough where it can be useful. So let's jump in with Galley here. Again, Calamity. I always go this. Not even an option. Calamity is so important with wounding. So I do wounding. So again, left trigger is a shield. I'm holding up my shield right now. That blue bar on the left side is my shield gauge. If that goes down, I no longer have the option of using shield. Also, if I throw my shield and I don't recover it, well, that's a bad example in here because of the cooldown, but I won't have a shield unless I pick it up. And that lasts for, I forget the actual cooldown. I think it's 16 seconds or longer. I forget.
Friendly minions deployed.
19 seconds. See that? I don't have a shield now for 19 seconds. So now I can only block with my sword, and that doesn't do as good a job as the shield does. Alright, so we got some minions coming in, and a... Ooh, that's... Okay. So... I don't want to be too greedy here, because I could easily die. Yep, I could definitely die. I might die here. I might die here. I might die here. We're getting overwhelmed. Yeah! Here we go.
Returning to bed.
Sorry. I just had a coughing attack. My apologies. I almost choked because of that. So now I'm going to debuff their minions right here. Now I'm running away. They have this side on lockdown. I can't do anything. So let's go to the other side. Let's see if we can't do something more useful here. Oh, Shane. No. Also, with Galilea, you have to move while striking to get your full combo. If you just stand still, it doesn't do the full combo, and that does less damage. So you need to move the stick a little bit. You can even do like a back and forth motion or a side to side. That's going to give you your full combo.
Are you certain you're ready for this? You will fall.
Oh my god, oh my gosh. Oh, Pendles. Darn you, Pendles. I see you, I see you. Oh! Hit him! Oh my gosh. Darn it. That would have been play of the week right there. Oh, that's not safe at all. That's not safe. Let me just try and do this here. Shield bash. Shane, no! So our teammates are dying a lot. I can't fight against it, and Pendle's is chasing me now.
Are you certain you're ready for this?
Yeah, bro, you certain? Come on. You...
How many credits will you get, I wonder?
Finally got you. My goodness. That Phoebe scares me a little bit. That Phoebe, no, 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 no. See, I'm using quick melee to distance myself in a precarious situation like that. So I at least can get my shield up and,
I'm okay. I'm okay.
What I usually go with, actually, I usually go with increased corruption rate right here because I go with a regen build, and that requires that purple gauge on the right be filled. So the more I block, the faster that gauge is going to charge up. Oh, I might die here. I might die here. I don't have the gear yet. Ah! I don't really have teammates here, so I can't do much. Oh, darn it.
Bring it to Minrek.
Send them a message. Leave none alive.
Oh, they're all going to be alive at this rate. Alright, so now I got additional regen. Yay, damage reduction. Alright, and oh, you're dead. Maybe not. Ah. Okay, so I went behind him. I debuffed him with my wound thingy. And, oh, that's bad. That's really, oh, that's scary as hell. Oh my gosh. She already has her ultimate. That's terrible. Oh my goodness, they're just feeding their ultimate experience. You gonna phase get up here, Phoebe? Come on. Come on. Ooh. The only chance I can hope for. Oh, come on! Oh my gosh. Okay, so now I'm going to go with damage reduction. And this will keep me alive much longer once I stand in my desecrate field. So like right here. See how much damage I can take? Now I got to get the hell out, but... I can't withstand this. Without a team, I can't withstand anything. So... Ayah! Alright.
We've spawned a giant minion. See it safely to our altar. Giant minion moving out. Bring it to
Okay.
wreck.
We have some minions going. That's good shit. Good shit. Okay. I don't have my glove yet. No, I don't.
My gear ruined.
I want to get rid of this friggin' turret. I want to get rid of this. Come on.
I quest for your soul.
I gotta give that Shane some lessons. Oh no! Increased health. Oh, I have no turret over here either. That's scary. Alright. Maybe I can show you the damage reduction ability here. Alright.
Our enemies have spawned a giant minion. Stop it.
Do not test.
See, I'm helping the minion clear.
Hostile giant minion.
I usually go with this. Health, corruption during health regen. There we go. Now when I use my ultimate, if I really need to, I can get out of danger.
Keep away from me.
See, I can withstand all this damage, and I can still do my job and clear minions. See, that's why I do that and go with defensive gear as well. So I can withstand that abuse.
Go of me, you are my enemy.
Are you quite sure about this?
That's I am quite sure of it. You can keep trying to chase me down. That's fine. All right, let's get that up to slow down some other minions. Oh goodness. Oh, that's dangerous. That's dangerous. I have no team there. It's all enemies. Let me see if I can get rid of this stupid thumper over here. It's a risky play. Oh, it's very risky. Okay.
Our enemies have spawned a giant minion. Stop it.
Yeah, it's risky as hell. They're gonna notice that shit.
Go on, come closer.
Hostile
I'm running away now.
en route to the enemy
Here comes the
altar.
Benedict. I fucking missed.
Into darkness.
Oh!
Our enemies approach.
God, it's like triple ulted there. Oh my goodness. Come on, guys.
Damn it!
Yeah, exactly. Galilei is frustrated too. Damn it.
Ah, look who it is.
I can see it's happening. But I suppose you give our info. Acid rain.
Oh no, you don't. They're all dead. I need to give that Shane some lessons. Oh goodness gracious. Oh, he got the. Oh. Alright, now I have some health regen as well, so let me go destroy that.
Okay.
Score limit
Oh,
reached.
not anymore.
The finale is about to begin.
Generous swordsman!
The enemy team has earned a large advantage.
Been hexed.
The finale has begun. Ultra minions have spawned.
Here comes trouble, you lot.
Oh god. Dead. Watch this. Ah!
Hold them off! I'm on my way!
Yeah, I'm on my way for nothing! Random! Oh. I forgot that happens. That's right. Well, we tried, you know? Not much you can do with a team like this. Ah. Oh well. Yikes, 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 yikes. But regardless, that's how I play Galilea. I try to use my corruption, get the minion waves a lot, and buff my survivability quite a bit, so I can just stand in lane and keep doing it. So it kind of forces the attention on me, and people have to attack me, and then my teammates can kind of, well, if they know what they're doing, they'll follow up and do some nice damage and crowd control with me. So that's what I do with Galilea. Maybe I can do one more. I'm feeling like I need a better match to end on, because that was just painful. Oh, wait a minute. I gotta get out of here. Oh, I gotta get out of here quick. Okay. Who do I, I'm just trying to think. Maybe I could play Wrath, who I've never used, and see how I do with him just for fun. Because I've played Wrath like offline and like practice mode and stuff, and let's see what I can do with Wrath just for the hell of it, for fun. I'm gonna play Wrath, even though I don't really play Wrath, and we'll see what happens. I'll end it with Wrath. I do know that you have to use his offhand for the combo, and you have to use his ultimate to stop a runaway. Not his ultimate, his shockwave. You have to use that. Oh, do I really have to do this against ZD though? Yeah, fuck it. We're doing Wrath. I'm gonna play Wrath, and even if I get my ass handed to me, I'm just gonna try it. See what happens. He doesn't really have a ton of getaway options, so again, you gotta use his shockwave very well, so that you can get the kills and get out of there again. All right, Wrath time. Oh man. Wrath. Can't believe I'm going to use Wrath. Level 1 Wrath, baby. All right, so what am I going to use with him? This build might actually be good with him. I think I might actually use the Arendi one for Wrath. Yeah. Oh boy. Oh, you got the... Oh, this dude has the Magnus for Melka. I like that one. That's a cool one. played with this guy before? Definitely. I've definitely played with this guy before.
Hang now.
All right. So I may completely suck here, but I'm gonna try my best with a character I don't use at all. So let's see what happens. I'm kind of intrigued. We got Shane is a big problem and Phoebe is a problem. They can both whoop my ass. Atticus can whoop my ass too. Caldarius can be a problem. All right, so I need to be with the Shane can help as long as the Shane kind of knows what they're doing. She can kind of act as my shield, and I can go in and knock people up for her. Oh, Magnus Melka looks so cool. Damn it, I like that skin. Goodness. All right.
Earn points by guiding your minions.
Definitely doing slowing strike. My knowledge.
Before they reach their own.
So this is the big thing, and then you do this, and you hit them with it. I do know that.
First team to reach the score limit will trigger the finale and gain an advantage based on the size of their lead.
You're also supposed to do this, where you do 3 hits and then the offhand. And I missed it there.
The battle begins in 3, 2, 1. Begin.
Okay. I think I know how to play Wrath now.
A wave of minions has been
Don't.
deployed.
He has a very slow offhand, so you really don't use that at all unless you're getting a stage knockoff, I think, so.
Lord itself with more command!
Oh.
Do this again.
Oh, I wanted the kill. That would have been my first Wrath kill online. Darn it. So.
Poor form.
Oh, darn it. I'm all alone. I'm dead. Ah, I got cornered.
Loser. That's better.
Who are you?
I have returned.
A rank 37? My goodness. I know who I'm trying to knock up now.
Let's
And that's
see what they can do.
not in that way either. X-rated Wrath, anybody? All right, so. That'd be a funny t-shirt. I'm gonna knock you up. Wrath. That would be hilarious. Yeah! There we go! Debut Wrath kill, baby. Let's go. Against my main character, of course. Alright. Which one do I do? The Anger's Echo, right? I think the Anger's Echo is the one you want to do. I think so. Oh! Okay, so you can use the offhand to get away, kind of. You're just going to time it a little bit differently than Galilea, for example. He's much quicker offhand. That Darius isn't very good. I think you do the double jump. Maybe I'm wrong on that. I don't know. Might be useful on this map.
You are finished.
So you see with Wrath, again, I'm not a Wrath expert, but he is pretty straightforward, and he's kind of a character that a newer player can get right into, in terms of just knowing what he does. But you don't want to be too aggressive with him. You want it to be just enough where you can get the kill, but he doesn't have a lot of health to play with, so you got to be a little bit careful with him as well. Oh my!
What have you done to me?
Oh! Oh no! Come on, man! Seriously? I would just like one win today, but it's not gonna happen, it looks like. Oh, man. Darn it. I can't get any good matches for you guys in solo queue anymore. That's why I don't stream as much as I used to, because solo queue is just a joke. Oh, man. I can stay with my minions, at least. I'm dead. Yeah, that was dumb.
Hey you! We're gonna fight and it's gonna be amazing!
Alright, see if I can play a little bit better.
Sustained.
And not do that again. I should be sticking with the Melka because Melka's a good player. Oh. Maybe I can start summoning some fat bots too.
I've got you.
Giant minion moving out. Bring it to mid-range.
Phoebe's one hit. Oh, Shane's playing again. All right. What do we usually go with here? Trying to remember what people do. They do.
Giant minion deployed.
Oh, we always do the silence. Duh. Do we have a play here?
Bored.
I got my taunt back. That was good. That was good.
Appeasement at 50%. Our minion altars have been relocated. Giant minion moving out. Bring it to Minrek.
No sooner than it will.
I've spotted an enemy.
Oh, I fucked it. Wrong order. I fucked that up. I fucked that up. Sorry, brain has to learn that right trigger comes first, left trigger comes second, I think, right? Right, left? Yep, right first, left second.
Better hold on.
Our enemies have spawned a giant minion. Stop it. Enemy appeasement at 50%. Enemy minion altars relocating.
Let's see if we can keep the minion pressure going, too.
I've been waiting for this.
Giant minion deployed. Shepherd it to our altars.
No escape!
There we go. Steals additional health when attacking.
Enemy has deployed a giant
Melee
minion.
strikes. I'll go with
Destroy.
melee strikes because I do more of them.
We've spawned a giant minion. See it safely to our altar.
Okay. That friggin' turret, though. That Mike should take care of it.
Got eyes on a target. Target locked. Do the thing.
Ah! Oh no, the player is a computer. Ah. Oh, I'm breaking even. Okay. We need some minions. We need some fat bots. All right.
Hostile giant minion en route to the enemy altar. Giant minion moving out. Bring it to Minrek. Giant minion deployed. Shepherd it to our altar.
A storm is... will consume you!
Oh! Well, I got the Atticus. On this map, I want probably the damage, right? Because we're not on a long-range map, so I'm gonna go with the damage. Oh, Bombshell rejoined. Thanks, bro. My goodness. Oh, 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 oh.
Our enemies have spawned a giant minion. Stop it. We've spawned a giant minion. See it safely to our altar.
Are you quite sure about this?
Oh my gosh. All right. Yay!
Giant minion deployed.
Base of melee strikes, which his movement speed is increased. I'm going with damage. I'm just going straight up damage.
Giant minion moving out.
I'm going for it. Because I don't think that shield would even help. If I get overwhelmed, I get overwhelmed.
Hostile giant minion en route to the enemy altar.
Over there! I see one!
Oh! Oh, we're getting some highlight reels now. Here we go.
Power play.
That was too thirsty, Phoebe. Okay, here we go. Come on.
Power play.
Here we go, folks. I'm getting a little bit into it now. That turret needs to die. Thank you.
Minrek is pleased with you. We might just live through this.
No! I got her though. Yes. Okay. Okay. Oh man, I'm getting the cooldown.
Play. Only 2 hostiles.
I'm getting the cooldown because we're about to head into the. Yeah. Magnus is pulling weight right now. We need to get back out there. Okay, we're game on. Let's do this shit.
I am not so easily bested.
This will be my last match, though, guys. I do have to go do some stuff, so. But I think this was a really fun way to end it.
Spawned a giant minion. See it safely to our altar.
Help coming!
Giant minion moving out. Bring it to
Where's
Minrek.
Reno? There. Okay.
You are finished.
Our enemies have spawned a giant minion. Stop it.
A storm is coming!
Ew! I'll take it, because Atticus is good to get rid of. While we're pressuring. I see you. I see you! You do the double take on me? Yeah, you might have. You did the double take. You did the double take. Alright. Alright, alright, alright. Let me get rid of this.
Poor form!
What am I doing here? Crossplay, killing an enemy with crack reduces... I'm gonna do this one. Oh, no, 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 this is bad.
About to begin.
Vaporizing hostile.
Your team has earned a moderate advantage.
Brutal, brutal.
Finale has begun.
Combo.
Ultra minions have spawned.
You are clearly outmatched!
I had to, I had to. I was gonna die. I'd rather be alive with no ultimate than dead with an ultimate.
Still here?
All right, first rat match, we win. We gotta win. What a way to end it. All right, guys, I gotta go do stuff, but I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I will see you on the next one. Peace out.